Good morning all, and welcome back to our humble little YouTube channel. Well, we arrived safely back in Cebu last night, yesterday afternoon. Got back to our residence sort of late, almost evening, and very choppy little flight. As you can tell, the weather's not the best here today. So where are we at? Well, so far we've managed to sort out our immigration, well, my wife's immigration paperwork, that's all in. We'll have to go back to Manila in 4 months, because instead of getting a dual citizenship, what she's actually doing is being re-recognised as a Filipino citizen, because obviously she was born here and spent the first 7 years of her life here before coming to Australia. On top of that, we've converted our licenses. Rather than applying for a new license, you do the conversion, which makes all the difference. Sometimes it comes down to wording. We've bought a car. We've spent almost 4 months here now, just learning the lay of the land, and honestly, learning how to be Filipino. My daughter is doing online schooling. We head for Dumaguete in 5 more days' time. We're going to actually take the car and all half the house that we have, pretty much, and we're going to put it on the ferry, roll on, roll off style. So that'll be interesting in itself. We've been up to Manila. We've seen the family. We've seen our mother-in-law who came up from Australia. We've been out to the family compound, visited a few sites, and one of the ones that really stood out for me was Fort Santiago. Now, I don't know if many of you know about its history, but it's got a very dark tale to tell. And that vlog will actually be coming out soon, our little visit there. But what a beautiful spot. See, now it's like all things in the Philippines, is that, look, yes, it's a hard place. Yes, it's got its quirks and it's things that Westerners would find, yeah. But the thing is, you have to find the beauty in it, because that's what the Philippines is about. I mean, the people here they know all too well where life is at. But every day they get up and they smile. Gotta love the noisy bikes here. But to be quite honest, my stress levels, my anxiety levels, my everything have diminished by about 80 to 90% since arriving in the Philippines. And even with all the things that go wrong, you just chalk it up to a learning curve. So it's been fantastic. Now, our next stop is Dumaguete, as I was saying. And why are we heading for Dumaguete? Well, we were originally supposed to only be on Cebu for 1 month. Now, as some of you may know, things work slowly here, and that was a learning curve in itself. So we're slowly finding our way, we're slowly finding our feet, and the whole purpose of our journey here is to learn how to be a Filipino, to set up businesses, because we want to get into the, I suppose you could say, the adventure side of things for tourists, as well as many other ideas, because I came here with a book of things from A to Z, with so many business plans already pre-written up. So basically all we have to do is find what's going to suit and where it's going to suit and set it up. Because the thing is to be able to not only do that for ourselves, but because, well, to just sort of expand on that, we're too young to receive pensions. We came here with a small amount of savings compared to some, and the whole intention was to create a new life, because we had been able to do that in Australia with all sorts of things, and I had set up my own business 12 years ago as handyman maintenance service business, and it was actually really, really successful. Now, as I'm sure you're all aware, with the pandemic and with the way life has gone, it just came to a point financially, as well as, mentally, that it was time to do something new. And both myself and my wife came to the conclusion that, sometimes you've just got to take a jump in life. We've watched so many people do it, and we were always, just like everybody else, afraid to do it. But sometimes you just got to jump. I mean, there is, yes, so many things that can go wrong. There is so many things that you need to factor in. But if you've got the will, you've got the spirit, and you've got the energy to do it, do it. Because I tell you, in my heart and head, yes, it's been a struggle, but it's been absolutely worth it so far. And I really look forward to our next steps. And the day that we finally have the businesses that we're looking to set up will be probably one of the best days of my life, apart from obviously the days that I got married and the days of my children's birth. So, we are here to create a life for not only us, but to leave something exciting for our kids. We all want to leave a legacy. And what our legacy is we're not sure yet. It's still taking shape. But as I said, I've got a booklet this thick of business ideas, of plans, of how things can go. And to me, that is an absolute must for coming to the Philippines. The things that go wrong, you just take on the chin and you take it all in your stride, because that's all part and parcel of moving to another country. So here we are, back in good old Cebu. And I'll tell you true, landing back in Cebu yesterday, I felt like I'd come home. And that's the first time I felt that in a long, long time. Now, do I miss the conversations, I suppose you could say in English and all the rest of it? Yes. Do I miss, the Western world? No, not really. Not really. So for me, you find a few people that have migrated from their own countries to here, or expats as they're commonly known, and I don't know how to describe it sometimes, is you just have to find your zen zone, find your place. And that can be difficult for some that come here, and it can be easier for others, But for me, I feel home. And the Philippines, I believe, will be my home until the day I decide to curl up my toes. Now, in saying that, we've got 7,000 plus islands here to choose from. 7,000 islands that we could look at as potential homes. But I truly believe that where we're going to call home is either Cebu or Dumaguete. Not Dumaguete, sorry. Outside of Dumaguete. Because it just, to me, the people are fantastic. Don't get me wrong. People all over the Philippines are beautiful people. There are some amazing people that we've met all over the place. But Cebu, the Central Visayas area, is where I want to set up. I believe it's the best place for us. As a young family, I believe it's the best because it's the closest thing to what we always knew as a fun place to go, Bali. And we fell in love with Bali many, many years ago. And we also fell in love with coming up here. And we've been coming up here for 24 years now. And it's a place that, yes, it's a tough nut to crack. Yes, it's not like the West, but you have to find your way through it. You have to find your way. And to be quite honest, I believe that we found our way. I believe we've found a place that we can call home. And I honestly am excited for once in my life to see where we go with it all, what we do and how we go about it. And these vlogs that I do, that's all part and parcel, sorry. That's all part of it. And you know, because it's an outlet. It's a creative outlet. It keeps my creative juices flowing. It's also a way of showing others what the Philippines is all about, what life's all about for a young family coming here, starting afresh. You know, starting a life that, you know, is so far left of centre that it's crazy. You know, grabe. But it's what we want to do, so we're going to do it, and we're going to do it to our absolute best. Now, these vlogs will be changing sort of tact very shortly. We will be bringing to you a lot more local content. We'll be bringing to you a more polished and refined, because I'm actually going to, if I can find it in the budget, I'm actually going to purchase a proper program to start doing these vlogs. But guys, thank you for all your support, thank you for all your comments, and please come along for the journey, and we will hopefully be able to show you some insight into not only the beautiful places and the beautiful people, but how to go about it. Because, you know, we have boots on the ground, first-hand, practical experience now of how you go about converting your license, how you go about going through the immigration cycle, how you go about doing a lot of things. And obviously the next steps are about creating businesses here. So now that we've finally sort of got pretty much everything done, except for obviously in 4 months' time having to go back to Manila, yeah, we can now focus on bringing you a different range of content. So again, guys, I'd like to say thank you from myself and my family for your support and for viewing this channel. And eventually, as we grow, we will, you know, I'll eventually endeavour to buy a drone and a couple more cameras that are probably better suited to this, and definitely a program to be able to actually edit properly. Now, don't get me wrong, I am no sort of tech wizard by any means, by absolutely any means. So they will always still have a very raw element, but I want to polish them up. So guys, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day ahead. Mayan Buntag from Central Visayas, from Cebu. And yeah, time for me to go and get ready, to go and pick up our license cards, give the car a wash, go and pick up some parts for the car, because still need to replace the rear springs on it. Possibly a few other bits and pieces, but that's starting to eat into the budget. But see, that's another vlog that I'll do soon, is you know, buying a second-hand car, what it takes. So our channel is really always going to stick mostly to the life stuff, but every now and again we'll take you on an adventure and we'll take you to places. So please feel free to leave in the comment section below anything that you feel you'd like to see or like to know, and I'm more than happy to do a vlog on it. And you know, to the vlogs that we follow, like the Aussie farming in the Philippines, to bamboo construction, and to quite a few others. You know, you guys have given us the determination to come here and to make a go of it. So I just want to say thank you to everybody, and you know, one of these days I'll actually make a vlog and list out who it is and what it is and the influences they've had on us. But until then, I'm going to leave you to it. Have a grand old day, and most importantly, keep on keeping it real. Bye, guys.